Yes, people. Welcome back to the Ram stand for the Liverpool versus Manchester City preview. Um, Massive game, massive game for Liverpool. Obviously, given the fact that Arsenal have dropped points against Sunderland, a couple of hours ago at the Stadium of Light, it's a real opportunity for Liverpool to really claw back some of the lead that Arsenal gained in the last couple of weeks. Um, I mean, we're going up against a really real tough opposition, another title contender, in my opinion, in Manchester City. But people, housekeeping as always, make sure to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't. On the road to 500 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, please do hit the subscribe button. And if you are watching the stream on the replay or anything else, do give it a big like and get the algorithm up. I'll get this shared onto your socials as well. On the road to 500 subscribers, as I said before, a couple of familiar faces on the screen and in the stream right now. Big up Yards as always. A little bit of a late stream. I did say I was going to do it at 12 o'clock, but unfortunately, I did say to do it at 1 o'clock. Man saying it's past my bedtime, bro. You know how it is, man. You know how it is. You got to do these streams and everything. But first things first, we're looking at the lineups for Manchester City and for Liverpool. So Manchester City coming off a very, very convincing victory against Borussia Dortmund. Now, if anyone that's watched the Bundesliga knows that Borussia Dortmund isn't really the quality that we remember them for back in the day. I think they're sitting around about fourth in the Bundesliga. I know they drew last minute against Hamburg today, who are 15. So just goes to show that the levels have really dropped from Borussia Dortmund for the last couple of years. But onto City, still a very, very convincing performance from them. Phil Foden showing up with 2 goals against Borussia Dortmund. Erling Haaland, as always, the machine that he is, scoring for fun, scored another goal for them. And Ryan Cherky is now starting to really, really come to form at the moment with another goal there. Big up Mustafa in the chat as well. Big Yards, how is Job doing for Dortmund? Not too great. I'll tell you what, not too great. Compare him to what Jude is doing, is not doing great, not doing well at all. The expectations of Job, and I think a lot of outside voices telling him to start, telling him where to play is not good for the club or for the player. So I preferably for me, if I was Job, I would tell everyone to calmer, let me do my thing and let me play my football and let me focus on myself, because at the moment things aren't going well, man. Things aren't going well at all. I think Slot will choose Bradley to go up against Doku. I think so as well, man. I think Bradley did well against Vinny. Doku and Vinny are very similar players together. Bradley was dealt with someone as tricky and as quick as Vinny during the week. So I don't see why not he can do it again against a very similar player in Jeremy Doku. Cherky Reinders, Nico Gonzalez against Gravenberch, McAllister. So I was like, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, man. It's going to be an interesting game. I'll get to my lineup as well, which will happen later on in the stream. Taylor and Ram, I told man about Cherky. I wanted Verts and Cherky. They're my ballers, bro. That's just greed. Bit yards, that's just greed. That's just pure greed. We can't have both of them. You need to have one or the other. They can't exist together, man. Big up Sammy in the chat as always, watching some West Indies versus New Zealand. Yeah, keep me updated on that, man. Keep me updated. I'm a little bit interested in the cricket as well. So if they are doing well, then there's something to shout about. I have a soft spot for both West Indies and New Zealand together. So there is that as well. But Liverpool, obviously coming off the back of a brilliant midweek win against one of the best teams in Europe in Real Madrid. A very, very convincing win. I was meant to do a review of that stream. Unfortunately, wasn't able to. I do apologize for that. But yeah, thoroughly dominated the game. 15 shots on goal, 10 on target. Even though we didn't dominate possession, we still dominated them, and from every aspect, every chance we were making was a clear-cut chance. If it weren't for Thibaut Courtois, it would have been 5 or 6. it would have been 5 or 6. Made a brilliant save to Dominic Soboslai in the first half, a 1v1, and made some incredible saves from set pieces as well. Had to take a bullet header from McAllister to get us into the lead. But fair play to Courtois, man. He was arguably man of the match if it weren't for McAllister. But yeah, most importantly for us Liverpool fans wasn't really the result, but it was the performance. A lot of Liverpool fans were saying if it was like a 1-0 scrape win, but we played incredibly well, we dominated the game from start to finish, we would take it every single day of the week. And that's what we showed. Utter domination from start to finish. I don't remember a single chance that Real Madrid made that really bothered me. I think the only one was probably Jude, which was bit of individual brilliance from an incredible player. But I think if the goalkeeper let that through, then I'll be really concerned about the goalkeeper. But he didn't. Mamardashvili showed up. Ekitike showed up. Alexis McAllister showed up. Salah showed up. Sobosai showed up. Everyone showed up in that game. Not one player in that game played poorly, which is what we needed for a very, very, very long time. I really do. Virts or Gakpo on the left. Speaking of Virts, who was incredible on the left against Real Madrid. We will get onto the predicted starting 11 as well. It is a conversation that we need to have, whether Virts actually starts or Gakpo starts, because Virts ain't a left winger. Gakpo is certainly not a left winger that is of the quality that a lot of Liverpool fans say. And the way that Virts played in that free role against Real Madrid was fantastic. Was really good to watch. Making things happen, playmaking, keeping the ball, crossing it in. Every single aspect of the game was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And you can't really complain in a performance like that, man. You really, really can't. I don't think Cherky will start. Pep will probably bring him on for the second half to do some damage. I hear it, man. I hear it. I think Cherky may do a little something. I don't know if he'll start because the physicality that we may go into the game will be big. But what we can do with the physicality, we can match with technical ability. So if he does play Cherky in that midfield, I want our midfielders to absolutely dominate the midfield, play at an intensity that's higher than he can expect, because he played well against Bournemouth, but let's be honest, Bournemouth really played into City's hands. Me and Matt, big up Matt from Coppish, were doing a watch long, and yeah, man, it wasn't a good look for Bournemouth. Just played suicidal football in a really high line. They didn't really create much chances, even though they had the opportunities to. Counterattacks weren't really flowing. Passes weren't even flowing as well. So it's just overall a really, really poor game from them, in my opinion, for such a quality team. Big up SK Bari for FC. Big up your damn self. Yards here saying Verts on the left gives him time to read the game until he gets used to playing in the Prem, because he isn't robust enough yet. Having that free roll on the left helps him out a lot. I think just him having a free roll in general does help out a lot. I think one thing playing in the left is that it frees up Ekitike's spaces that he occupies, because Ekitike likes to drop deep, receive the ball, and it kind of bypasses what Verts is all about. So what Verts can do, he can occupy various areas of the pitch and still see the ball and still play it to Ekitike. This notion that Ekitike and Verts can't play together, I still believe quality players can play with one another if they're in the right wavelength. And those two players are quality players with the technical ability. So it was a bit of a fallacy, man. I still think the quality players like Ekitike and Verts, they can play together. I really do think that. We usually do with Haaland quite well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the main threats of Manchester City is Erling Haaland, who's having a record-breaking season. I'm going to have a quick look at Manchester City's top goal scorers, if I can. But Erling Haaland's having a massive season for them, almost being their only goal scorer at this moment in time. If I can get the stats up here, and I'll share my screen as well for you lovely people. Where is it? Here it is. Manchester City. Here we are. So yeah, as you can see, it's a very, very... Oh, that is the wrong screen that I meant to zoom into. It was this one. There we are. Yeah, so as you can see, Erling Haaland has been the main goal getter for Manchester City with 13 goals in 10 games, which is crazy. More than one goal a game. That is the levels that this guy is showing at this moment in time, and it is stupid, unprecedented levels, unprecedented levels. And the worrying thing as a Liverpool fan, as a City fan, and I've always questioned this was after that. The next top goal scorer is Tijani Reinders with 1 goal, and his last goal was against Wolves at the start of the season. Then you got Nico O'Reilly, who's I think scored against Bournemouth, Phil Foden, Matheus Nunes. So it's a big worry that the next top goal scorers are all on 1 goal. And I believe if you're talking about all players, the next top goal scorers, I think is Esteve from Burnley with 5 goals, which is just crazy. But as in for assists, right? I mean, these guys are really proving at the moment. 3 assists for Doku, 2 for Reinders, 2 for Cherky, 1 for Bernardo Silva. A lot of sharing around of assists, which is as a City fan, they are creating everything for Haaland, and he is getting the goals that he really needs. So fair play to him, man. Fair play to him. It is an asset to have, and it's a very, very, very good asset to have as well. Very good asset to have. He's on 13 goals. Yeah, exactly. 13 goals already is crazy. And we're only 10 games in. That is madness. And if you talk about all comps, I think he's around about 17 in all comps, which is crazy as well. He is very, very clinical, man. He is very, very clinical. Best goal scorer to ever live. Feb. I mean, Sammy's still holding on to the Haaland's the best goal scorer ever live. I still say R9 was still doing his thing, man, when he was young. When he was sick, when he was 18, 19, he was still doing his thing. Van Basten was doing his thing in arguably a harder league as well, harder era of football, so to speak. So, yeah, you got to say that, man. You got to say that. Big up Ravi every single day. The respect, brother. Smash the likes and subscribe. I appreciate that. There is 5 people in the chat. If you haven't already, do hit the like button and do subscribe if you are new into the channel. I'm scared of the combo of Cherky and Haaland. That's a combo better than at your local boss, bro. I think it is. I think it's doable to contain. I think Cherky is a very good footballer, but like I said before, if you play at an intensity that is bigger than his, that's faster than what he's wanting, and it's a little bit physical, he does struggle a little bit. He does struggle, and I really, if we are playing a midfield of Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Gravenberg, that's the minimum expectation that I want from our team. Play at intensity, play at a speed that is quicker than theirs, and they may not be able to cope with it. They may not be able to cope with that. And if we're able to lock down every single passing route to Erling Haaland and lock down every situation where Erling Haaland has a goal scoring opportunity, it will be a possible win for us. But again, it's easier said than done. We're talking about one of the best strikers in the history of the game, breaking records left, right, and second. Erling Haaland, man. Erling Haaland, he's breaking records. He's the reason why this guy's the best striker in the world, let alone the league. So it's easier said than done, man. But onto Liverpool. Arne Slot, obviously, before we get into the actual starting 11s, he has given some fitness updates as well. So fitness-wise, of Andy Robertson, Arne Slot said he started 3 games in 7 days because he played against Crystal Palace. I felt he was tired against Real Madrid, but we have to wait and see. We had the recovery day after and a day off yesterday, so let's see where he is today. This was all on Friday, so hopefully he could be in the starting 11. We badly need him. He's looking so good and so comfortable compared to Kerkez on that left-hand side, almost inverting as well. So we need to have him back for this game. We need that experience in that defense. Also on Alexander Isak, which is a big one, Isak will train for the first time with the team today after 3 weeks out, which is good to hear. We'll want to see what happens with him. Obviously, coming back from a groin injury, I don't expect him to start, but if he is available and he is okay to be on the bench, then it is an asset to have coming off the bench. He also mentioned that Alisson will be back after international break and Jeremy Frimpong will be back after internationals as well. So the players that we're missing at the moment are looking to come back after international break, which is fantastic to hear. It's probably at the right time as well. We need them to come back as soon as possible and hopefully be fully fit for the next up and coming game, because our next games after Manchester City, they are looking They look pretty tough. We have got Forest at home, which is not going to be easy, especially with Dyche at play. Then we got PSV at home, which should be a routine victory, and we've got West Ham away at the end of November, which is touch and go. We don't know because obviously Nuno's doing his thing at West Ham. They're starting to play a little bit of decent football. And I think they got a victory today against, if I'm not mistaken, they got a victory against Brighton. No, they got a victory against Burnley 3-2 today. So they're in a good run of form as well, man. So it's gonna be an interesting watch. But it's good to have all these players back in time for those games as well. So important. So important. I say I'm scared, but deep down I know we have ammo that holds its own. Yeah, we really do, man. Ekatike, Bradley have to start. I'll get into the starting lineups. I'll give my thoughts on my starting lineups as well. It's going to be an interesting one, but I do expect some of the players that played against Madrid to play tomorrow. R9 was scoring against elite defenders like Maldini and them, man. How many elite defenders are playing against? Against it's hard to play against. Allow it, Sammy. Ban his club. Nah, man. Nah, everyone's allowed their opinion, man. Everyone's allowed their opinion. Ram, thoughts on our keeper? How does he do overall versus City? I've been very impressed with Mamardashvili. I'll be very, very impressed with him ever since he started for us recently. I think a lot of criticisms are necessary because the standards that you're setting for him is against the best of the best, arguably the best of this generation between him and Courtois. But he's done really well. He's shown a lot of good signs of him being a very good shot stopper. His positioning's been all right. I think distribution-wise has been all right as well. So I've not been too concerned about him, to be honest. I really haven't. I think Haaland will stay on Konate all game. He said Verge is the toughest centre-back came up against. Think he scores, but we win 3-1, boy. And I do hope so, man. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet, but I do hope so. Can't wait for the best keeper Inadi Will to come back. And no disrespect to Mamardashvili, but because Mama has been good, but we do need Ali back. Facts, man. We do need Ali back. Is the one of those things where he's the kind of keeper that makes the 0%, like the 0.1% chance to save happen. And that's what we've been missing, man. Like you talk about that Mbeumo go against us at Anfield in the second minute. But me, Ali saves that. And problem is, Ali, all the rest of the goalkeepers aren't like Ali. Only him and Courtois would save that kind of shot. I think everyone else lets it go in. But those are the levels what we're talking about, man. Those are the levels. We will get chances tomorrow. Bournemouth created lots, just didn't take them. We have to before the robot scores. Facts, man. I'm worried about if we concede first. If we do concede first, then it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big, big problem because now they're on the counter attack, constantly going at our centre backs as well. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Ram, thoughts on how we drive through midfield and link balls to create to the attack. I like what I'm seeing. I like the fact that whenever we're attacking, Szoboszlai is moving to a more deeper position, allowing him to create from deep. Also, being able to collect the ball from the centre backs is an asset as well. His range of passing can be utilized. We saw that he got that beautiful cross into Ekatike, which was unfortunately offside. It could have been an amazing assist. He has the capabilities, and I think what is most important about it is that we have our balance. We have a balance going forward and going defensively. I think we have the players that can drive through midfield and also put a lot of pressure on their midfield. But whenever we're getting countered on or whenever we have to be on a defensive transition, we always have enough players back that can help out defensively, whether that be Szoboszlai, whether that be Gravenberch, whether that be McAllister. These players are important and their positioning and their concentration in the game is going to be important as well. Robbo Kirkes, this game, Robbo been starting until Kirkes set us into the system. Facts, man. I said this before. Fabinho took almost 6 months to get into the right shape, right frame of mind, and the right physicality of the league. Robbo wasn't even our starting left back when he signed him. It was Alberto Moreno. So, bro, some people need to be bedded in, and some people need to know what the levels are to play at Liverpool. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Big up Akil. Haaland is on 98 goals. He's getting to 100 tomorrow. Appreciate Akil. Hopefully he doesn't. The minimum he stays at 99, but we'll have to wait and see about that. So first things first, I'm going to get the lineup ready. I am also going to swap the stream to share this tab instead. Bring this onto the stage like that. I'm just going to remove this and I'm going to switch the formation 4-2-3-1. So in goal, people, Stink stays this game, stays the same. Mamadashvili in goal. And I think I've spoken about it previously. He has been quite good for us. I've been very impressed with Mamadashvili this past couple of months that we've seen him play. Made some good decisions, good shot stopping, and obviously there are things that need to be improved on. He is still a very young goalkeeper. I believe he's still only 23. 25. He's 25 years old. So that's basically 20 years old for a goalkeeper. So I'm not too bothered about him. I think he will come good. I think he will start to prove that he will be one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So I do have big faith that he'll get there, man. I really, really do. If Real had sense, they said if Real had sense, they'd sell Vinny this summer and bring in the robot. That's an interesting theory, man. That's an interesting thought. Maybe for another stream, maybe for after the international break, we might need to chop that up. But Haaland and Mbappe together, boy, and you can't have them together. It'll be too much. I don't think anyone has the capability of stopping them both together. Both of them up front as well. Boy, long days, long days. At right back, for me, Connor Bradley is going to start. Obviously, Jeremy Frimpong won't be back until the international break. So he's probably the only player that gets to warrant stating his place out of most, because his performance last night against Real Madrid was incredible. Constantly going up and down the pitch, defending very well against a player like Vinicius, who's he's very good at dribbling at the ball, taking on his man. 1v1 dribbling is incredible, but also going forward as well, asking the question to Vinny, being like, can you keep up with me? Are you willing to track back? Which Vinny weren't really up for. So fair play to him. He deserves to keep his place in the team. Next up, I think it will be Ibu Konate next to him, along with Virgil, which, to be fair, our good run of form has coincided with them starting to put the performances in, man. These guys are going to be especially important up against someone like Haaland. They need to be at their A game. They really, really do. We can't afford to have them not play well against someone like Erling Haaland. Otherwise, it's lights out. Lights out at the Etihad for us. And I'm hoping to God he's still fit. But again, like I said, the balance of the team, we need Robertson back. We need Robertson starting for this game as well. If he don't start, then it's just going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day for Kirkes. I don't think he's ready to start at this moment in time. And if people forget, this guy is still good enough to start for most teams in the Premier League. No one can tell me otherwise. He is a very, very good left back. I have arguments with Mo about this. I've had arguments with multiple people about this. He is still good enough to start for multiple teams in the Premier League. But that is my belief. I want to get your thoughts as well from the people that are in the chat. Do you guys think that he's still good enough to start for most teams in the Premier League? I would like your thoughts on that. So next up is McAllister and Gravenberch in that double pivot, which saw us dominate that midfield up against. Oh my god, this guy Ad is going to get me mad. Up against Real Madrid. One of the best performances that I've seen from them both for a very, very, very long time. Gravenberch doing what Gravenberch does best, dominating that midfield, intercepting the ball, being a third centre back for Konate and Verge. It was a very, very good performance all around. And McAllister getting that goal, that all-important goal against Real Madrid, was fantastic as well. And we need to see more of that, man. We need to see more of that. And we need to see more of that determination and that anticipation and aggressiveness. The one thing that we missed from McAllister this whole season is aggressiveness. And now that he showed it against Real Madrid, I need to see more of it, man. I need to see more of it, especially against that midfield as well. In the right wing, for me, is Mo Salah. Mo Salah still showed glimpses of what he can really do. Obviously, the GNA weren't there, but I think the overall play of Salah beating his man was great. I think he was dangerous whenever he had the ball at his feet. And I think also he's just overall football player, and he gave Carreras a real tough time, a real tough time. And I've got to give him credit for that, man. I really, really do. And for me, personally, I don't know what people are thinking about this, but for me, he is the best player he has been the best player for us this season. My player of the season. I think he's arguably been the best midfielder this season as well. I don't think any player this season has really matched the levels of consistency as I've seen from Dominic Szoboszlai. Only a handful of people, in my opinion, have really match the levels of Dominic Szoboszlai, whether that be for Chelsea, for Arsenal, for Manchester City. Szoboszlai been putting up levels, man, putting up the numbers and putting up the GA. If I'm not mistaken, his GA for Szoboszlai this season is around about, how many people is it? Is around about seven in all comps. Seven in all comps, which is at the start of the season. If you're telling me after 10 or 15 games that that Szoboszlai has 7 GA out of 10 games, then I'm taking that every single day of the week. Big up everybody. I can see that Mo has raided us. I do appreciate everyone being here. Big up Mustafa, big up Michelle, big up LFC Shankly. Please, if you have jumped into the stream, do hit the like button. Please do subscribe if you haven't. On the road to 500. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It is only just one button, and it is for free, guys. It is for free. If you haven't already, just do it. It's easy. It's just one click of a button. One click of a button. Big up, Graham. Big up as always. But yeah, people, what's your thoughts? Dominic Szoboszlai, do you agree with the fact that for me, he's been the best midfielder for us this season? He's been our player this season, and he's arguably been one of the best performing midfielders this season in the Premier League. I want to get your thoughts and feelings on that. And I'll go to left wing last because I think striker really picks itself for him. If I could spell his name right. There we are. Ekitike. Ekitike needs to start. Obviously, Isak is still not available at this moment. He is he's still showing the levels that is expected of him for the last couple of games. Obviously, the GNA is sort of dried out now, but the overall performances still haven't dropped. And it's good to see him, man. He's now started to really make a name for himself in this team. That's what we need, man. That's what we need as much as possible. Take control of the midfield, Ram. I think we'll be fine. Bro, I really do hope so, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard up against a City team like theirs with Cherky, Reinders. Rodri may be back as well, which is a bit of a worry. Is a big, big worry. Ram asked Matt, I said last season and the start of the season, Szoboszlai will be fully unlocked. And you were seeing it, man. We're reaping the rewards of it. He looks absolutely fantastic. He is looking like the real deal. He's looking like one of the reasons why we spent 65 M's on him. People forget we spent a record transfer for a midfielder in our football history for this guy. For a midfielder, 65 million is a lot of money. And now he's starting to show it. Obviously, people are going over the top with the whole Gerrard thing. For me, I don't see the Gerrard thing. But what he's doing, man, is incredible. And not only that, he's performing for his country. He's becoming a leader of that team. And the ability for him just to know when to press and setting the precedent of when we're going to press, when we're going to stay compact, just everything. He's now sort of like his coming of age season. He's now become a leader within the group. He's now showing the levels that what he does for Hungary, he's doing for Liverpool, which is fantastic to see, man. It's great to see. But obviously, left wing, I'm torn. It's between Wirtz and Gakpo. And for me, I'm going to play Gakpo. I think the physicality of the Premier League is still something that Wirtz needs to get himself into. I don't think he's ready to start Premier League matches at the moment. However, having him off the bench as an asset is very, very handy to have, especially if we're winning 1-0 or we're trailing the game where we need a goal ASAP. He's definitely someone to have on this team. And for me, Gakpo played well against Manchester City last time at Anfield. Really, really played well. I think he got a goal at Anfield, and I think he played a decent performance against the Etihad. So very, very good, man. I have no doubt Gakpo can really, really stake a claim and make a name for himself in this game as well. Around the way Soboslai plays for his country, that's how I feel we should play him. If that's the case, if we're going to play Soboslai where he plays for his country, then he's got to play on that left wing. He's got to play that left wing. But what I like about Soboslai playing this cam position, obviously his defensive abilities are great. But what it does, if Mo goes here and Gakpo goes here, it almost becomes a 4-3-3 because I like Soboslai in these areas. Because the first time we put the ball in the back of the net was a cross from Dominic Szoboszlai around this area, and Ekitike headed it in. I need to see the same thing, and him being within this range, the 25-yard range. For some reason this season, he's decided to take a lot of risk and take a couple more long shots. That free kick did a lot of good now, and I'm starting to see Szoboszlai being trigger happy, which is what I wanted to see for the last couple of seasons. And it's good that he's starting to do that now. It is really, really good because most times or not, at minimum, he gets on target. A bare minimum, he gets on target. And if you get on target, there's a chance that you may score depending on the goalkeeper. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I think this team will be. I think this is the team that Arne Slot will go into for tomorrow. Is it a good team? 100%. Is it a team that is capable enough of winning? 100%. However, whether he starts it like that, we don't know. We don't know because Arne Slot, to this credit, has played different ways of playing football the last couple of games. And last season, he played a box midfield or a flat 4-2-4-2-2. With two attacking midfielders. So if we get another Arne Slot masterclass, then I'll be a very, very happy man. Is he a captain for Hungary? Yes, he is. He is captain for, I think he became captain when he was 20 years old. He was very, very young when he got it. So there's a lot of potential in him and a lot of hope in him as well. So he's become more or less Hungary's like great savior, which is it's a big feat to have. I mean, the likes of Puskás and people like that is no mean feat to be captain of Hungary. Like they used to be a proper footballing nation. They used to be, man. Going up against Nunes, who's been good for them at right back. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Nunes this season. He's been very consistent and very calm on the ball. So I don't see any issue with Nunes starting for now. We created and invented the defensive. Yeah, you can't be doing that to Dom, man. Dom is more than a defensive 10, man. He is for me, man. Ahiram, Dom, let Dom have a free role at times, but still discipline and he will cook. Yeah, man, have a free role, but also occupy the defensive areas because he has the recovery pace to get back and help out defensively. But his ability to create from deep is the big one. It's the big thing that I really like. And for me, in my opinion, the one thing that separates him and Declan Rice, who subtly play a similar role, I mean, the area that they pick up is very similar. For me, the difference between him and Declan Rice is that Szoboszlai is a much more technically gifted player than Declan Rice. 100 times. Like, if you've seen him play for football for a very, very long time, yeah, he's a technically very good, very, very good player. You know, I know you're joking, Riaz. I know you are. I know you've been a big advocate for Szoboszlai as well. So, yeah. It's going to be an interesting game, man. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. And obviously, I want your thoughts and opinions on this team. And thoughts on my takes as well. Is Dominic Szoboszlai the best midfielder in the Premier League this season, performance-wise? I think there's a massive case to be had. I think he's been the best performing Liverpool midfielder. And I don't see why if he's not the best performing Liverpool midfielder, he's not the best performing midfielder in the Premier League, period. I just don't see it. If you're one of the best midfielders in one of the best teams in the league, well, I'll say that very, very loosely, then why can't it be that? Why can't it be that? Rather see no changes from Real Madrid game. If so, Slot might put Jones in. Yeah, he could do that. He could do that. But again, I don't want any change. I think we saw a team that was dominating one of the best teams in Europe from start to finish. I want to keep that same lineup as well. Ram, in your opinion, does McAllister play a full 90 or should he come off at 70 minutes? Depending on the game. If he is not playing well, then he should come off. However, if he is playing well and he's starting to gas out and the game is starting to be a little bit more stretched, I would probably drop Soboslai and put Wirtz in the 10, so that Soboslai can do a lot more defensive work and cover for defensive areas as well, and give us a little bit more going forward as well. That's what I think as well. Rice, yeah, Rice. I think for me, Rice and Soboslai do very similar jobs for Liverpool. Obviously, they don't play the similar areas. Obviously, Soboslai is at 10, but Rice is at 8. But I still think the role that they do are very, very similar. There has a little couple of similarities, but for me, if you're telling me who's a more technical footballer, I think Soboslai is a much more technical footballer than Rice. I really do. That's why you Liverpool fans are delusional. You think the world rolls around you. I appreciate that, JJ. I mean, we are the best team in England, the greatest ever team in England. 20 league titles, 6 European Cups, 8 FA Cups, 10 League Cups, the most decorated team in England history. So the world doesn't revolve around us, but we are the biggest team in England. We know what we are. But I appreciate the comment. I appreciate that. I really do. Big up Graham here saying, Ram, I'm not concerned about a defeat. Will you look at the next 8 fixtures for us? A point, I'll be delighted. I can get the next couple of fixtures for us. Let me share that tab instead. Let me bring it up for myself as well. So yeah, as you can see, guys, after Manchester City, we have got Nottingham Forest afterwards. If I can scroll down, here we are, Nottingham Forest afterwards. Then we've got PSV in the Champions League. If we're going off win by win, player team for team, regardless of the City game, should be a win against Nottingham Forest, a win against PSV. West Ham, it should win. We should win that game. Sunderland at home. If it's at home, we should be winning every game at home, in my opinion. Leeds United away will be a bit of an interesting one. It'll be an interesting game. I still think with the quality we have, we should be beating them. Inter away will be a difficult game, but again, it's Champions League. Brighton at home, we should be winning. Then Tottenham away, we've got a good record at White Hart Lane, so we should be winning that. And then Liverpool Wolves at home after that before the new year. So a couple of relatively winnable games, a really good run in for the next couple of games. So I'm not worried about it. I think we can, after the City game, we can get a minimum of 5 wins out of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I can count. 5 wins out of 7 in the league. And if you take that, man, 15 points, we should be doing well with that. And yeah, a couple of really tough games away from home, but in the Premier League, you're playing against the best. You have to beat the best. So literally, you are who you are. Who you support for international tournaments, Ram? Is it England? I do support England for this up and coming World Cup. If there was another team that I would support if England are knocked out, it would be Brazil for obvious reason. If Brazil does win the World Cup and Alisson is a big part of that, then my Alisson agenda of being one of the greatest ever goalkeepers of all time, it'll go up another level, man. It'll go up another level. It is Rams channel, it's about Liverpool. What do you expect to hear on Liverpool channel at some point, Nah, man, it's all good, man. Obviously, JJ coming back here. You are living in the past. Some titles are irrelevant. Bro, if we're gonna do that, I don't know what team you support, whether you support Liverpool or whether you support Manchester City or Arsenal. I really do. I do appreciate you coming here and spreading your hate for Liverpool. I do like a good hater of Liverpool. But if you're an Arsenal fan, then please tell me what should we count Herbert Chapman's Premier Leagues or First Division titles? Should we count the Invincibles? I mean, it's the same thing at the end of the day. You won the Premier League, but you didn't win anything else. Should we count the fact that the 89 Premier League, the league First Division win because before the Premier League? Like, we can't be doing this, man. We are the biggest club in the world. We won the Premier League last season and we signed 2 of the best players in the world. But people told us that we couldn't attract players, but yet we signed Wirtz and Isak over everybody else. I'll let you deal with that, man. I'll let you deal with that. Let you ponder over those thoughts. We need Gyökeres for today. Oh, bro, I'm so glad we don't have Gyökeres. I really do. I'm so happy. I'm so happy we don't have Gyökeres. I'm so happy we got Ekitike instead. I'm so happy for that. But people, nearing the end of the show, I appreciate you guys being here. 73 people in the chat. If you haven't already, please smash the like button. We're only on 15 likes, people. Come on, man. 70 people in the chat. Please smash the like button. We have to get this up as much as possible. Haha, you're way off the mark, Chelsea fan. Says a lot. Says a lot, man. Says a lot. Speaking about irrelevant trophies, yet you say you're world champions when you didn't even play Barca. You didn't play us. You didn't even play Napoli. 3 champions of their own respective leagues, and you didn't even play them. And you call yourself world champions. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Sammy here. I turn over to the late games. They aren't looking good, bro. I know Orlando played last night against the Celtics. Then they played well. I think they beat Celtics quite convincingly as well. So really, really happy with that. Ram, what's McAllister's strength and weaknesses? So weaknesses, I can say off the top of my head, are his defensive transition. I think his running power is really, really poor. His ability to cover the pitch is not that great. So a lot of it's physicality. He can let the game go past him at times, but his strengths are his ball retention, his aggression, anticipation is very good. His reading of the game is very good, and his vision is very, very good as well. Like he has a very good eye of a needle ball to the striker. So I think those are one of his main strengths off the top of his head, as well. No Arsenal fan need to win. No Arsenal fan need to win. If you're not an Arsenal fan, then what fan are you? Are you a Liverpool fan or a Chelsea or a City fan? Or you could be a Chelsea fan like JJ. You don't know. You don't know. Oh, because he doesn't have a past. Yeah, man, it's tough when the first title you won in 2005 was 55. The last time you won a title before that was 55 years ago. 55. By the way, 2 Champions Leagues, man. 2 Champions League. Oh, you are an Arsenal fan. You're an Arsenal fan. Yeah, man. It's I was gonna say something, but I was like, nah. You didn't say anything bad about Liverpool, so I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live right now. How do we get the most out of Kirkes when he plays? When we start to play him properly, and I think when he started to really acclimatize to playing for Liverpool Football Club. I think it's been tough for him. I think he's one of those ones where he's trying really hard to perform for Liverpool. When it's like, bro, when you do too much, you're not doing anything. You're being a hindrance to our team. So I think he needs a little bit of time out of the team, understanding how we play, understand the expectations of what we have to play, and then once it's done, we'll see, man. We'll see. Now said we need Gyökeres to win. Oh, you're missing Gyökeres today, man. I can't. You can't say this, man. Obviously, I'm not saying you. Actually, I'm not saying you in particular. But I was told by a lot of Arsenal fans, you've got the best squad in the league. Regardless of injuries, we should still be beating these teams. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Just saying. I'm just saying. But you could argue you did miss Gyökeres today. You really did. Ram, Liverpool 6 Champions League, Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Man United have 6 between them. Gulp. Levels, man. Levels to this game. Oh, JJ is back. JJ is back. What was the criteria to qualify, Ram? Same as the Euros or World Cup. You have 3 years to qualify, but you losers fail to qualify and you're crying. I ain't crying, man. I ain't crying. You can hold that trophy. You can hold that aloft, being like world champions and all that. But bro, I guarantee you, all you Chelsea fans would rather Premier League than a Club World Cup. If you're telling me that you don't, you're lying to yourself. You are lying to your damn self. I want to actually see you say it. I want to actually ask you the question, JJ. Would you, if you were last season, would you rather be Liverpool winning the Premier League or Chelsea winning the Club World Cup? And if you're going to talk about Conference League, I beg, please do not talk about Conference League. Get that out of here. Man said a minor trophy, man. Minor. Anyway, Europa League, man. If we're going to count the Conference League, then Tottenham had a better European campaign than you. I'm just saying. And do you really want to go there? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. No, we need Gyökeres. Yeah, you do need Gyökeres, man. I mean, you're an Arsenal fan, yeah? I get it, but I don't know. I just don't rate the guy. I just don't rate him, man. I just really don't rate him. I think he's a bit clunky. He's a bit some of the goals he scores are a bit of Nunez. Like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this, man. He reminds me a lot like Darwin Nunez. I'm sorry, people don't like it, but he just reminds me a lot like Darwin Nunez, and it's not nice. It's not nice to watch. It ain't nice to watch. We're also only English club with actual CL in cabinet. Yes, that's true. For keeps, as we had won it 5 times, and I love the fact that it's the one in Istanbul. The one in actually won in Istanbul is the one we got to keep as a memento of the one that we actually won on penalties against that Milan team. Big up Jamie, man. Man, we missed you in the watch along with Matt's show, bro. We really wanted more. We really wanted to project more venom towards Arsenal that game, but we still got what we got. We still got what we wanted, man, which is Arsenal dropping points, which I'm happy to hear, man. Happy to see, bro. Literally. Isn't we one Club World Cup didn't count all of a sudden? Funny, isn't we? No, funny, isn't we won Club World Cup didn't count all of a sudden, bro. I'm just saying, man. I was taking about a Club World Cup when literally Barca didn't play with the likes of Lamine Yamal, Pedri, who says to be the best midfielder in the league. Bro, Yamal, one of the best right wingers in world football. Lewandowski, one of the best strikers in world football. Napoli with the Italian champions by a country mile. Got I'm just saying, man. I can't take a competition seriously when you played Fluminense and was it Figueirense? I think no Palmeiras, I believe. Let me see the Chelsea Club World Cup. You made me have to go and look at your down Club World Cup run. I'm sorry, man. I'm looking at it right. I'm looking at it right now. Look at it right now. You played LAFC, Flamengo, then El Tunis. Okay, cool. None of them aren't really of the level you expected. By the way, you lost to Flamengo. Just to add. And then after that, you played against Benfica, which you beat, Palmeiras, then Fluminense, and then PSG in the final. Come on, man. What are we doing here? No, Liverpool, what Gyökeres... No, Liverpool, what Gyökeres, do not do this. No, man, I'm sorry. No. I'm not hearing no Liverpool with Gyökeres, bro. I'm telling you, we can do better. We've got Isak and we've got flipping Ekitike. We don't need it. We don't need Gyökeres. We got our 2 strikers. We're happy. We're calm. We're chilled. We don't need any more. Especially someone like Gyökeres. We don't need him. 3 Champions League sat at home. 3 champions of league sat at home. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. You're illogical, man. You won the Champions League with Gerald without even winning the league. So should we disqualify that? Since you say Club World Champions is irrelevant because you were not there. Bro, I'm not. You won the Champions League like 4 years ago. And then you didn't get to past the quarterfinal stage after that. So should we take it seriously, bro? Barcelona weren't there. Napoli weren't there. I'm sorry. Why should a team that won it in 2021 qualify for a tournament that's 4 years later when they haven't even gone past the round of 16? It don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. I won't take it seriously, bro. You guys know at this season, there's a lot more pressure. There's a lot more pressure going into a Champions League game than there is going to a Club World Cup game. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. The goal Garcia scored got us to the final. Chelsea fans, let it sink in, bro. Yeah, man, ghost goal. Your greatest ever manager couldn't win a Champions League because of a ghost goal. I know that burns you. Right there, man. In May, Liverpool was okay. Bro, Ashes, come on, man. We're not doing this, bro. We were looking at Gyökeres as a potential option, but we all know who we really wanted. It's like this analogy, right? You have a pick. You're like, say for instance, you're like a merge of Henry Cavill and Chris Hemsworth, all merged into one. Very good looking guy, like got everything, like money, everything, and a very athletic person as well. And then you got the pick of every single girl available in the world, every single one. You obviously want to get your favorites, you want to get your preferences, but that don't mean you wanted the player, wanted the girl. You just have your preferences. You have people that you want to rank, but you still have the people that you want to go with. So Gyökeres is one of those girls. But was he the one that we really wanted? Not really. We were looking at Isak and we were looking at Ekatike. Those were the ones that we wanted. It would have been nice to have a little Gyökeres on the side, like a side one, but nah, man. We don't need Gyökeres, man. We don't need Gyökeres. Isak with one Gyökeres. Fair, fair, fair. I mean, if you count scoring with your Willie as one, and then sure thing, man. But I don't need that in my team. But JJ, I appreciate the persistence, bro. If you haven't already, subscribe though. I don't mind if you're a Chelsea fan, City fan, Liverpool fan. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. Why should I take Champions League seriously when you were not even Premier League champions then? Because you're in the semi-finals against us, and your manager at the time was crying about a goal when your goalkeeper should have got a red card. So if your greatest ever manager was crying after the loss in the tournament, then really does say a lot. Really does say a lot. It's becoming a little bit of a Q&A now. Big up Ravi. Ram, thoughts on Joe Gomez? Good player, man. He's a good player, good backup player. Could play right back, left back, centre back. Very, very handy to have indeed. 10 European Cup finals, 2 Rams, Spurs, and Arsenal had a nice trip abroad with their 1 appearance. Bro, just saying. And we chose right. We got Baby Henry and Benzema rolled into well with my boy Ekateke, bro. Yeah. Ekateke, man. I told you, me and Matt did a stream together about Ekateke. And, bro, I'm so glad we got him. I'm so glad. Yeah, JJ's up for war, bro. He's out for war. You know me, man. I never back down from a fight. John Cena settings. I never back down. I never quit. If anyone that watched old school John Cena would understand what I meant. But yeah, Man City wanted, bro. Actually, if you could tell me every single club wanted Gyökeres, that don't mean I wanted him, man. It's cool. He's doing his little thing at Arsenal. He's happy there. I'm happy that he's there. But I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy with the girls that I'm with. You know what I mean? So I'm good. Look, everyone's happy. Actually, you're happy that Arsenal got him. I'm happy that we got Ekatike and Isak. So everyone's happy. Isn't that we all want everyone to be happy? Just everyone be happy. That's the main thing that we want. Ram, do you think we are keeping Gomez fit for Palace move in January? Gahey in? I don't think so. I think Gomez leaves next summer. I think Gahey comes in next summer as well on the free, knowing my football club. So, yeah. Ram, thoughts on Salah and his decision making at times this season? Poor, very, very poor. Needs to stop. Needs to stop. Having his head down and trying to score every single time. Maybe look up a little bit more. I think he really is trying to get back into form, trying to force his way back into form. Sometimes you don't need to force it, man. Just play football. Don't try, just do. Don't try, just do. Words to live by. PSG want to go. Okay, we're gonna go around in circles. Actually, I know you're gonna tell me every single team wanted him. That's cool, but we're happy what we have. We're happy what we have. But people, it's 2 a.m. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I appreciate you guys, everyone being here, all 75 people that are in the chat. If you haven't already, please run up the like button. I appreciate that. Seeing as like JJ just sent a message in, don't judge my question, Ram. Champions League for champions, but you won it when you were not even Premier League champions. You talk like Arsenal fans. Well, I'll ask you this though. If you are champions, you are champions at the time. Why didn't you beat us? Why didn't you beat us? I'm just asking the question. Why, if you were champions at the time and you're champions of England and representative of England, why didn't you beat us? Why couldn't you score 1 goal at your own home? Why did we have to score 1 goal at ours, but you couldn't? And you had a far superior team to ours. So why couldn't you beat us? I know it's banter, bro. I know it's all banter, you man. I know it's all banter. Nah. Trust me, Carefree Lewis is a lot worse than this. He's a lot worse than this. Ram, keep doing a channel if you can drop a few shorts. Yeah. I'll be dropping a couple of clips here and there, obviously, with a couple panel streams. I'll probably get some people on after the international break just to discuss a couple of things. So, yeah, man, it'll be doing a lot more things. I'll be doing a couple of PlayStation streams as well. I'm just waiting for Matt to sort out something for Battlefield 6. So there is that. And also I'm going to be getting the new FC26 game as well. So there'll be a lot more stuff happening, man. Big up Ravi. Ram legend, best thing Coppish did was get you back on their channel. Respect back in the day. Now I appreciate it, bro. I had to do it, man. There's a lot of things. Also my friends at the time, when they saw that I was doing all this stuff, they told me to do a channel, and they got a bit vexed with me. So got a little bit of a back ass kicking from them. So you know how it is, man. But people, I appreciate everyone being here. 70 people locked in at 2 a.m. So I really do appreciate it. Score predictions, I forgot about that. Completely forgot. For me, I think it'll be a 2-1 victory for Liverpool. I don't see us keeping a clean sheet, but I do see us getting a little what's the right word for it? Smash and grab at Etihad. I really do think we can get a small little victory at the Etihad and take it back and close the gap. Most importantly, close the gap on Arsenal. We need to capitalize on when they don't. So I'm here for it, man. If I was going to go for goal scorers as well, I think it will probably be Ekitike who may score. And maybe a cheeky Wirtz goal as well. Maybe a little cheeky Wirtz goal as well. So, well, I hope so, man. I really do hope it happens as well. Big up Ravi. Ravi here saying 2-1. Yeah, but we score late on to win. I hope so, bro. Graham's agrees with me. It's going to be a 2-1 victory. Ash is here saying a 0-0 coming from an Arsenal fan. It will be a great result if you get a 0-0. Great result for Arsenal. So, yeah. LSD Shankly, big up night, all peeps. I appreciate you being here, LSD Shankly. And Yards is always saying we'll win or draw Ram. I really do hope we get that win tomorrow. But people, I'm going to love you and leave you. I've been on for a little bit longer than I expected. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on the replay, do give it a like button. Get the algorithm up for this team. If you have any thoughts or comments on this video, drop it in the comments. I will try and respond to them as soon as possible. And also, as always, please do subscribe to the channel. On the road to 500, we've just hit 400, which I'm really happy about. 500, it'll be absolutely amazing. But people, I appreciate you guys being here. You use Twitter, Ram? Yeah, I do use Twitter. At LRB Rams. I think it's on my community. So if you click onto my actual channel, there should be my Twitter handle on there as well. So do follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. But yeah, people, that's going to be me from the Randstad. I appreciate you all being here. And I'll see you probably tomorrow for the Liverpool City review as well. LSC Shankly here saying 2-1 Wirtz, 89th minute. Come on, I really do hope. Just inject it if we do that, man. But people, appreciate you guys being here. 67 people of you still here. Appreciate every single one of you. And we are out, people. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for the Liverpool versus Manchester City review. Peace.